Well, hey there, folks. Bill O'Leary coming to you as part of this video to answer the question, how does the law define when an elderly person can't live alone? And so in this video, you're going to learn a couple of things. One, why it's so important to look closely at your elderly loved one's living situation to see if they can or can't still live alone. And two, the signs to look out for to know when maybe it's time to make a transition. Let me quick introduce myself. My name is Bill O'Leary. I'm a lawyer, elder law, estate planning, and probate, and my firm is Legacy Planning Law Group in Jacksonville, Florida. Look, all seniors want to enjoy their golden years, obviously. And in fact, they want to not just enjoy, not just to survive, but they actually want to thrive. Now, to do that, maintaining like a sense of independence, it's very important. But unfortunately, there comes a point when independence needs to sort of give way to personal safety. So personal safety becomes more important. And so at some point, it may be necessary to move in with a family member or maybe to an assisted living community. Sometimes it's hard identifying that transition point. And what makes the transition even more difficult is that most seniors, look, they don't want to give up their independence. They don't want to move out of their home. So don't expect them to volunteer it or to initiate the conversation. It's got to come from you. Usually family members have to bring it up. And family members, they have to really learn to recognize the warning signs. And a lot of times your senior loved one actually may be trying to hide it from you, hiding the truth. So think of this situation, well, where an elderly loved one, let's say, falls and breaks a bone, breaks a hip, and they just chalk it up to, oh, that could happen to anyone. So you as family members may be forced to sort of learn the truth, not from your loved one, but from a third party like a nurse or a social worker. So look, the fact is that a person's home, it's a place of familiarity, of comfort, and of privacy. That's why, frankly, the prospect or the possibility of having to move out of your home is one of the most difficult decisions a person is going to have to make. And sometimes the logical choice gets clouded by emotions. So to make that determination if an elderly loved one can continue living at home, or maybe it's time to make that transition, you should look at all aspects of the housing situation and see how that impacts safety and quality of life. And actually, an in-person visit is best. There's no substitute for that. But just a few of the things maybe to look out for and maybe to ask questions about. Number one, what are the living conditions? Are the living conditions starting to deteriorate at your loved one's home? You know, are the household chores no longer getting done? How about the dishes? Are they not getting cleaned, or maybe the laundry not getting done? Are there loose items on the floor that can be tripping hazards? So questions to ask about the living conditions. What about hygiene? Is your senior loved one not maintaining good hygiene? Are they not showering regularly? Are they not well groomed? How clean are the clothes? Just, common sense questions to ask and observations to make. How about meals? Are they cooking their own meals? Do they even use kitchen appliances safely anymore? Are they still able to use those appliances? Are the meals balanced? Have any meals been missed? What about transportation? Is your senior still driving? Can they drive a car safely? Have there been any accidents? Maybe are there other means of transportation where they don't have to drive, but maybe use, let's say, Uber to get to the grocery store, doctor's appointments, and so forth. What about mobility? Are they mobile? Do they have any trouble getting around the house? And does the house, let's say, is it a two-story? Are there stairs involved that maybe it's getting harder and harder to climb? What about installing safety devices like grab bars to ease the situation? What about, has there been a sudden weight loss? Are they losing weight? Because this would indicate that they're not eating regularly or they don't have proper nutrition. It could also be a sign of not being able to cook for themselves or not being able to shop for groceries. You see, to make that connection. Medications, very important. Is your elderly loved one having difficulty managing their medications? Do they have trouble remembering what medications to take at the right times? Are they taking the right doses? Are their pill containers sort of spread out across the house as opposed to in one central location? Check the expiration date. Have the prescriptions expired? And what about financial problems? Are they paying their bills on time? Is there any sort of unopened mail laying around the house? Late payment notices? What about excessive spending on things like Amazon or the QVC shopping on a network? And are they getting preyed on by telemarketers? So again, just some of the things to think about, some of the questions to be asking, some of the observations to be making. And by the way, just a few of these gone bad can be enough to sort of indicate that that transition point has arrived. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about how the law defines when an elderly person can't live alone anymore, and maybe how we can help, we'd love to talk to you. So we would encourage you to schedule a free 15-minute what we call discovery phone call with our team. And it's a chance for you to tell us what's on your mind and for us to start a conversation. And it's really easy to schedule the call. There's actually a scheduling link at the bottom of this video. Just click on the link. It takes you to our scheduler. Just pick the time and the day that works for you, and we'll jump on the call with you. Really easy. If you'd like to know other topics that relate to sort of what we do here at my firm, estate planning and probate and elder law, then we encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to this channel, our YouTube channel, Legacy Planning Law Group. And lastly, if you've enjoyed this video, I'd ask that you like it, better yet, share it with your friends. So Bill O'Leary signing off for now. Go make it a great day and a better world.